is because we're doing a challenge. We're doing Dexter versus me, best of 3. But we had a special rule. We could only use one of each card.
Hey guys, my name is Dex.
I'm Ben.
And we are the Coozins.
I had Dexter start us off that time because I just realized that I am the one has been like starting us off for like, I can't even remember when it just started.
Yeah.
I said, you know what?
Actually,
let's mix it up.
That is normally how it works. You normally start us off, and then I feel like I normally close it. Yeah. But then sometimes you start us off, and sometimes you close it too. Normally to cut me off from rambling.
There was a conversation that we had. I remember when we first started, like we made a big deal about it. We were like, okay, like every single video, like we'll switch off. And then at some point, it was just kind of like, bro, whoever like does it, right? Right. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Man. Anyways, today we have another. Well, I guess not another because this is technically the first one that you're seeing.
Right.
Even though we've recorded one before. Mm-hmm. But this is our first Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel gameplay ever. Dexter and I are huge fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! Am I right, Dexter?
Yes. Huge fans of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is something that, we grew up playing. We have always had fun, and we played Duel Links a lot, the mobile app when it was on, on our phones. And now they finally have a full-sized multiplayer type thing.
Yeah.
Of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. This is legit. Master Duel. A little bit of a weird name, but yeah.
But the whole reason we're doing this is because we're doing a challenge. We're doing Dexter versus me, best of 3. But we had a special rule. We could only use one. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can have 3 of the same card, but we decided we would build decks with only one of each card.
Right.
Yeah, why did we do that? Yeah,
we did that because from when we played each other the first time, which was really funny. Ben actually won that match. Like, he demolished me both times, right? We played twice, and you demolished me both times.
Yeah, we did best of 3.
That was fun, but it just felt like we were just watching each other. You know what I mean? Like, we were just watching each other combo off.
Yeah.
It's probably my biggest gripe about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now is that's the entirety of the game. Is pretty much you're watching another person combo off for 5 to 10 minutes. And if you don't have a hand trap to stop it, like, they make an unbeatable board. So
it just kind of shows that, like, the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has changed so much. Like, even when we played, we were still playing, like, we were pretty active in Yu-Gi-Oh! From, like, 2010 to, I'd say, like, I kind of stopped playing like in 2019, but when I would build decks, I didn't even think about having like duplicate cards. I was just like, I like that card. Let me get one copy of it.
Right.
And that's just how I've always played Yu-Gi-Oh! And now that it's like it's all digital in the game, it's easy to just get like multiple card copies, and that's how people play in real life. It's just I never really experienced that.
Right.
Like in person.
Yeah. It's funny because in the last video, the one that you guys won't see because we scrapped that video, I was bragging about how I was like a competitive dueler and like, I won all this and that and I did online tournaments. And then Ben proceeds to like whoop my butt 2-0, you know what I mean? So it was some nice humbling right there that went on there. But yeah, with that being said, Ben's right. Like, literally, I think if you look at my OG Warrior deck, like I only had 2 copies of one card, and that was Marauding Captain because of its effect with so much cheats. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to draw 2, but besides that, it was always one of each. And we never really played with a ban list or anything like that. We just really played each other and his siblings, and we were all into it, and we had a lot of fun with that. So yeah. I guess without further ado, we'll talk about the replays, and we'll go to the replays in our duel room. And just to give you a little background, I have a hero deck, and Ben has a Utopia deck. So that already puts me at a little bit more of an inherent advantage because I have experience playing heroes, and Ben really just picked up this deck like a couple days ago, so he was still learning a lot of the combos. But
like, this deck is really cool. I love all the customizations and stuff, but there are some cards that they have great effects, but it's not really my play style. So I do want to like change this deck to how I want to play. I have only played with like synchros for the longest time, so I'm trying to branch out and learn Xyz and like the Utopias and Utopic monsters.
Right. You can go ahead and start off that first replay, and I kind of want to talk about Ben mentioned the extra deck. I think it's really cool how they changed the rule. We talked about this in our scrapped video about how they kind of changed the rule in regards to how you can special summon. Before, it used to be all throughout link summoning, but they changed it back so that you can fusion summon, synchro summon, pendulum summon, and everything like that without having to use that extra monster card zone. So I'm really glad that they made that change.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to pause it here. Let me see.
You went first on this turn, huh?
Yeah, I chose to go first because I thought I was like, let me overwhelm him with some power.
Yeah, and he really did. Like low-key, I was like, bruh, I don't even know what to do with this.
So yeah, I actually summoned right away for number 39 Utopia, classic card, hero of the anime. And then this is where it got tricky, right? Because if we look at the log, Ascended Sage's effect activated. If this card is XC summoned, you can add 1 rank up magic normal spell from your deck to your hand. Now this combo that's coming up, I literally had no idea. What you don't see in the replay is that this turn took me like a good 3 minutes because I was like, I don't know what I can do here.
Yeah.
But what it allowed me to add rank up magic Zexal, which you'll see what it does. It allows me to XC summon. See, I equipped that card, but that was dumb. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I felt like looking back at this replay, if you left it at number 39 Utopia with that card that was equipped to it, or if you saved that equipped card for this one, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to get past your board. So I think in that sense it was a little bit of a misplay because I believe the card that was equipped to your original Utopia, if you can go back to it, what is it? It stops if it would be destroyed by card effect, you can destroy that equipped card instead. So that would have been gives you like another negate or a possibility.
Yeah, I would have had 2 negates.
Right. So if you just save that instead of putting it to 39 Utopia, but you live in.
Yeah, it definitely would have changed.
Yeah. Like I said, like an inherent advantage for me just because I have a little bit more experience playing heroes. So yeah, he put this board in. That's still a beast board because Leo Arm is like crazy. Boosts its attack by 3,000, and then Ben's his main what is it called XZ monster has 2 attached to it, and it's like he can detach 1 on any player's turn and negate that person's effect or a monster's effect and half its attack. So what I did is, well, I draw my card, and then it ends up being Stratos, which is just a great draw. And I kind of baited Ben because I kind of figured that he was expecting me to have this combo ready. Like I needed Stratos to summon a monster for me to be able to use its ability. But I also top decked with a Vision Fusion, which I think I'll use at this turn right now. I'll use it right now is where I summon stuff.
So when Dexter summoned him out, I knew like, okay, he's gonna use one of his effects, add 1 hero monster from your deck to your hand, and I'm thinking he probably has like some way to fusion summon a monster. So let me negate his effect so I can stop his combo. And he said, when I said, all right, I'm gonna activate his effect and stop your negate the effect of your Stratos, and Dexter went, okay. And I was like, bruh. That's when I knew it was over.
Yeah, so I baited him out, made him use his effect early, Vision Fusion, that together, got Sunrise, and I chained its effect. Sunrise's effect, which allowed me to get a Miracle Fusion, and then as well as a Shadow Mist, which I discarded to my graveyard's effect activates, which lets me add another card to my hand.
Yeah, that was Sunrise's effect is pretty crazy.
Sunrise.
When an attack is declared involving another hero monster you control, you can just target 1 card on the field and destroy it.
Yeah.
And that's how he. I was literally like,
Yeah, so that long story short, that's how I got past his board, because in my head, while this is all happening, it's all fast paced because it's replay, but this turn really took long too. Like I think I had like a minute left on the clock. And I was just summoning up my butt, trying to figure out if there's a way I can get my Malicious Bane stronger than his. Is there a way that I can do this? And then I realized, like, midway through here, I realized I was like, after I think I Miracle Fusion, I realized, like, oh, snaps, I can Sunrise his ability and get rid of this monster and OTK him. So,
Yeah,
I think that's what I end up doing.
Sunrise is basically like the bane of my existence. That's an insane card. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So because that's the thing too, like with Yu-Gi-Oh, especially since I don't know his deck all that well, he's telling me, you know, what's cool about dueling over Discord and stuff is like you can talk and you can kind of treat it like a real duel, and you say, okay, I'm activating this card's effect, and it can do this, and you can explain. But like when you're dueling online, Master Duel, it's literally just like effect, chain, resolve, effect. Like it's just kind of going, really, and I just don't even, I don't even bother reading cards half the time. Like if something happens where I'm like, well, that was ridiculous, I go to the duel log and I'll see like what the heck freaking like just happened right now.
But you know what else is cool too though, is even though you can't really read the effects, at least it's not like in person where someone could be like lying or cheating, you know what I mean? And it's kind of hard to catch it. This game I don't know how many times I've done that when we were doing, where I'm like, oh yeah, Ben, I can special summon 2 monsters when we were younger. Where I just cheated, you know what I mean?
It's so stupid. And it made me realize too that I built a deck pretty similar to the one that I had in real life, just to see like how it would fare. And it made me realize like I was playing so many of those cards incorrectly because I wasn't reading the print. I mean, when the effects like in real life, dude, like it's literally microscopic text. You're just kind of like, it's so much to like, read.
What? Yeah,
but
definitely.
Anyways, so Dexter has a stacked board, and I literally have no idea what's about to happen.
Then I Miracle Fusion, because at this point I still don't know if I can beat it. Like I still didn't realize that Sunrise I can just attack with Monster's Bane and do it. So I get a Scrudo out and I'm like, that's not strong enough to attack it. Then I realize like Sunrise's effect, so then I go for the OTK.
And he OTK'd me. Sunrise's effect destroyed my monster. I thought I would have something up my sleeve, like an effect would activate, but no.
So that was it right there. And me and Ben were talking about how cool. Yeah, we were talking about how cool hero monsters are. But you know what I realized too, Ben, about Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays? Back then, it used to be important to know your combos and your card combos and what to play. How to play with your cards. But now it's even more important to know your opponent's deck than it really is your deck.
Seriously.
Like it's just as important because it's like so many hand traps. You got to figure out what you have to Ash Blossom, where to max C, what to affect Valor to be able to stop their combos. So it's like now more than ever I found myself going on YouTube and watching like people play a deck that I don't even care for. Like I'm never gonna play a Tri Brigade deck, or I'm never gonna play like I don't even know, like another example of
a lot of the fiend decks. I don't really like the fiend archetype at all. I just think it's kind of too dark for me.
Like I love warriors, like I love ninjas, warriors, like warriors, any of those. Dragons. I love those. Yeah, and dragons are cool. And then I even messed around with dinos, but like besides that, any other like
dinos
things
are sick.
I didn't really like. So, but I found myself watching YouTube videos of those weird decks, like machine decks and stuff like that, just so I can know how their combos work for the top tier decks and know how to stop them.
I found myself watching like Team Samurai X1.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
I mean, I think everybody I'm very new to like Yu-Gi-Oh, like actually like watching stuff on YouTube. So anyways, I'll watch some of his duels, and I literally have no idea what they're doing, and I'm just listening because. And when I watch him duel, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but if he has this card, like I'm kind of screwed.
Sure.
And it's like, I don't know what he's talking about, but it helps me like learn their effects, and like sometimes he goes into detail.
But talking about this second duel, Ben, you want to talk a little bit about your hand? I know that we both, when we were actually live doing, we're both like, bro, this is a garbage hand.
Yeah. So I decided, I went first last time, and I said, you know what, in this duel I'm going to let Dexter go first so he can do all his combos, and I'm like, I get to draw a card, I get to pull something hopefully good, and I can clear his board, because I have cards in this deck that are able to do that. I was like, let me clear his board, that way I can get some powerful attacks off. But then I drew, and me and Dexter, as Dexter said it out loud, I was literally thinking, Dexter goes, wow, that was a bad draw, and I said... And in my head, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can see my hand here, I have no I have no combos whatsoever.
If you can go over mine, I can't remember. Yeah, okay. So like I have like these Neospatian cards. Connect is useless right now because I just have that Neospace. So the only card that's good in my hand is Ferris, and it's kind of crazy like the combo that I pull with Ferris with just like this one card combo. And I'll kind of walk you through that right now.
Yeah, so this was insane, right?
Yeah.
Because Dexter literally says, bro, this hand is garbage. And then if you literally, I'm like, okay, I feel kind of better because I'm like, okay, cool. Like my hand was garbage.
Yeah, so I go into Ferris, special summon by discarding Neos, summon increase, special summon increase effect activates, and what that does is it lets me get a Vision Hero from my deck and special summon it. So I go for Vion. After I get Vion to activate its effect, and I discard a Destiny Hero monster. And the reason why I discard a Destiny Hero monster, I think I did Dynatag, is because I'm thinking that I'm going to go into a Destiny Hero fusion monster.
Yeah, you did discard Dynatag.
Yeah, Dynatag, yeah. And then I remember Vision Heroes Vion's second effect where it lets me get a polymerization. So then I banish Ferris or whatever because I didn't think I was going to need that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So now I'm kind of in a pickle and I didn't really know what to do. And I was like, oh, I can link summon. So I link summon Cross Crusader. That's why I got a Destiny Hero to the graveyard. So I can link summon Cross Crusader, which lets me target a Destiny Hero from my graveyard and special summon it. And then I contribute it again right away to add a hero monster from my deck to my hand. And
meanwhile, I'm just watching him do this, and I was like, bruh, I feel so betrayed. This man literally said he had a garbage hand, and this is his first turn.
It's kind of crazy, bro. With Ferris, bro, that one card combo right there really saved my butt cheeks.
That's insane.
Yeah, and remember, we're playing with one of each, so I don't have Destiny Hero Malicious to extend my plays or anything like that. So it's like, if you make a mistake in this part, you can really screw yourself over, which is exactly what I did the first time me and Ben played with the hero deck. I made so many misplays and kept fusioning summoning when I didn't need to. So yeah, I just did the adjusted gold, discarded him to get the Dark Calling, and I think I go into Dark Calling right here to get Malicious Bane.
Yeah.
Then I think after that as well, I proceed to get Sunrise out, which was like the MVP of the duel, I think.
Last duel?
Yeah.
And this duel.
Yeah, and this duel, yeah. Oh no, I Miracle Contact. Okay, this is where I thought I misplayed. I was just like,
pause it right here.
Might as well just get this out for no reason.
So what does Miracle Contact do? Yeah,
so basically I get to shuffle from my shuffle into my deck from my field, hand, or graveyard fusion material monsters to special summon an elemental hero monster from my extra deck that includes Neos, which is this is the only card that I have. Elemental hero Brave Neos. Then I think I polymerization it. I didn't realize that Neo Connect, the card in my hand, wasn't an elemental hero monster or a hero monster at all. Like, I thought it had hero in its name, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it was at that point when Dexter was like, oh wait, no, and I was like thinking, yes, thank you, Lord, it's over. Like, please stop, please. Yeah. I have not, like, I'm literally like crapping a brick because I'm like, I got nothing, bro.
I don't even know what your cards look like. Like, your cards look like cool cards, but
oh yeah. So my deck really revolves around like being able to special summon like these ZWs, because if I special summon, because a lot of them have like, oh, if you control no cards or no monsters, you can special summon this card. So I can special summon a monster, and then I can summon a monster immediately, link summon, and usually equip a ZS or a ZW monster to my XC's monster to boost its attack and give it even more effects.
Yeah.
And that's basically like the whole thing of this. The whole theme of this deck is just like equipping cards to your XC's monsters.
Yeah.
And like, if I can't get an XC's monster out on the field, like, my deck is basically useless, because all of these monsters, all that they're there for is basically just to XC's and be equipped. Like, they're not good really in battle. So anyways, I had nothing. I was like, dude, this next draw has to be like elite. But anyways, so Dexter ends his turn. I'm thinking, like, I told Dexter, I'm like, bro, I gotta believe in the heart of my cards. I was like, do I have it? I draw Shining Draw.
Oh, this was a misplay. I forgot about this.
Yeah, I totally misplayed. So in order to even activate the spell card, you have to draw on your normal draw in the draw phase to reveal it. and then it allows me to.
Well, I guess it's not a misplay because you wouldn't have been able to activate its effect anyway, regardless. Like, it would have been just a useless card in your hand, no?
Right, but
gotcha.
It was a misplay in the sense, like, I knew I wasn't going to be able to XC summon anyways, so I just kind of activated it just in case I read something wrong. But,
gotcha.
you know, it didn't end up working out anyways.
Yeah.
So I literally just set Go Golem and a dummy Rising Sun slash because I'm like, I think Dexter's going to use his Sunrise on my back row because he thinks it's something because I said it.
Yeah.
So he's going to think that, like, I'm baiting him with a defense monster and that really the trap is like which it ended up working in my favor.
Which I totally did. Turn. I totally did. Like, he totally debated me on that one. I'm not even going to lie. I draw Hero Lives. Doesn't do anything. I activate Sunrise's effect, and I use it to pop his back row, which I think is going to be like a heavy trap or scrap iron scarecrow or something. I attack with Bane, and then Bane doesn't destroy it because of Go Golem's ability.
Effect.
Yeah. Ability, like it's Pokemon. But anyway, yeah. So then he's safe for a turn. I didn't even realize that it went this many turns, bro. Honestly, this one's more turns than the last one, actually.
Yeah. So I was like thinking in my head, I was like, yes, he bought it. He took the bait. It's my turn. Believe in the heart of my cards. Draw. Boom. Nothing.
Yeah. What the heck?
Literally nothing. I was like,
oh man,
bruh. And then so, you know, when I duel Dexter, like usually in this situation, if I'm dueling somebody online, I just surrender because I know there's no hope. But like, I feel like when me and Dexter are dueling, like we kind of have that like that honor code where it's like, okay, if I'm gonna lose to him, like he has to finish me like all my life points. I'm not just gonna surrender.
Well, Ben has
I
that.
Just set a card
I'm
down.
a salty loser, bro, and I'm like, nah, dude, I quit. But yeah, it's never
I
really
literally had nothing to do.
That. Yeah, so I kind of sense that, so I go for the Miracle Fusion, just to do for a 1-turn kill right here. And it was so funny when we were doing. I didn't know how to pronounce this guy's name, so leave in the comments how do you properly pronounce this Elemental Hero's name?
Yeah,
Escrudo.
This one right here.
Escrudo.
Yeah, he said Escrudo, and I was like, bruh, I'm screwed though. I got nothing, bro. So yeah, he goes to attack with Elemental Hero
Escahada
and Sunrise
pops.
effect pops it so he can OTK me,
which is cheese, yeah, because now I can just direct attack. Yeah, that Sunrise effect is low-key cheese, bro. Like, I feel like if you activate Sunrise's effect, you shouldn't be able to attack that turn, like, for that monster. You know what I mean? But
yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
But so Dexter, you got me back, bro.
I did, because Ben whooped me last time the same way, bro, 2-0. So, I mean, we don't have it in the video, but let it be known that the record right now for our matches is 1-1, and Ben won the first one. So, you know, I had to hit him hard from the back, just how he likes it. No, I'm just kidding. You know,
man, but it was fun.
Hard back. Yeah.
I know 2019 me would be salty forever after those losses and just like quit the game of Yu-Gi-Oh for 2 years.
Yeah.
But I think since 2019 I've done a lot of maturing and I can actually take an L.
Yeah. So
I think because back in those days, I think I would get salty because I knew there was nothing I could do about it, because it's like I'm not gonna go out and buy my own cards. Like, I was in school, we were both in school at the time,
right?
And I was broke, man. Like, I couldn't even afford. I was like, I'm not gonna spend money on cards.
Well, yeah, Ben was smart. We were both broke, but I wasn't smart with my money, and I was just like, all right, well, what can I not do? Or what can I be?
Elemental Hero escort.
So yeah. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed us breaking down our plays and watching us play another game that we absolutely adore and love, and is part of our childhood, right alongside with Pokemon.
What I love about this channel is we just kind of, whatever we're feeling, we just record. There's so many games where I feel like you and I aren't really tied down to any specific genre of video game or like card games. Like, we love a ton of stuff, and what that leads to is like completely addicted to Minecraft and recording a bunch of videos, and then like kind of like it's not recording them anymore.
Yeah. So, but thanks for sticking along for the journey. We sure do appreciate you guys.
Yeah. We're gonna do more of these challenges. Hopefully, I can come back and not take an L, or not take so many L's.
Yeah. We would tell you to leave a comment of what deck you want us to see used, but we really don't got money like that, so it's like whatever cards we do have.
Yeah, that's the thing too with this game. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you never miss a video. With that being said, I'm Ben.
And I'm Dex. And we are
the
Coozins.
Coozins.